So as the coronavirus is spreading around the world, let's go over some tips on how to properly protect yourself. In the first part of this video, I'm going to show you which masks to pick and in what condition, and also how to put them on properly. So I have with me the regular face masks for surgeries, and I have two types of N95 masks. You can see this one does not have a respiratory valve, and this other one has a respiratory valve. This one can, if you put it on, it can prevent 70% of pathogens from infecting you. And you can see that it has two sides. The outside should be blue, and you should put the white side facing towards your face. And I'm not going to explain why why there's a difference between the two sides. So if you look carefully and you see these folds, you can see that from the outside it is folding downward, and from the inside it is folding upward. You can imagine that if you put it in a wrong way, like if you put the white side and outside, then it's easier for salivas to go into the mask. And another reason for differentiating the two sides is that the outside is usually more preventive to water infiltration, and the inside has more absorption capacity in liquids. And so when you are exhaling the air, the humidity is going to be absorbed to the white side. If you don't know how to put it on, you can notice that there is a steel band here. You want it to be at the top of the mask when you put it on. So the first step is to cover your mouth and your nose with the mask. And then you want to clip the top so that it sticks to your face. And then we can tie it up on the sides. You can also buy the ones with elastic bands. That would make things much easier. This type of masks is internationally recognized for preventing infections from all kinds of different hazardous particles from getting into your respiratory system. The most famous company that makes this type of mask is 3M, but I just kind of ordered the most popular one on Amazon. But if it is qualified for N95, then the quality should be fine. Like it says here, N95. There are different types. The ones for medical use is 1860. And N here meaning that it's not preventive to oily particles. There are also two other types, which I'm not going to discuss about in this video. But now let's try it on. So one question that you might have is, what is the difference between the one with a mask and without with a valve and without a valve? So I'm going to show you how to put on these masks, and also tell you the feeling, my personal feeling of the difference between these two types. So let's first open the one without a valve. Okay. This is the one without the valve. Now you can immediately see that there is this steel band that should go on top. So cover your mouth and your nose with the mask. Now push on the side so that it fits your face structure. Okay. And now you want to put the bottom elastic band over your head. Okay. And then you want to put the top elastic band over your head. So this way, the side, you're also protected on the side. So the feeling is, it's definitely more tight than this regular surgery mask. And also just by feeling the texture, you know that it's more tight. The pores on the mask is going to be more tight. Now I'm trying to inhale and exhaling and feel whether, I feel comfortable. I think that it's fine. It's not too humid inside. It creates this big space for you to inhale and exhale. But if you wear it for a long time, like a few hours, it may be not very comfortable. I definitely feel that this is more protective than the regular surgery mask. Okay, so now I'm gonna try on the one with the valve. So according to my search, the valve is supposed to let it be easier for you to breathe, and it's better. So if you are working in a condition that's very hot, very humid, you may want to order the one with the valve. But now let's see how I feel. So this is the one with the valve. You can see the valve in the front, and this is the inside. Again, you see this this band, obvious band. You want to put it on the top. I don't think that there's any adjustment that you can do to the valve, and it's just designed to be there. You can make a closer look of the inside. All right, now let's put it on. Same way. And this is very tight. Feels similarly to the one that we just tried. If I do a deep inhaling and exhale, I wouldn't say that it feels very differently for a short period of time, but if you are wearing it for hours, it could be more comfortable to wear the one with the valve. But just according to what I searched on the internet, it says that if you want a better protective effect, then it's better to go with the one without the valve. Well, I think this is supposed to be disposable, so you don't want to reuse this. And one important thing is that you don't want to use it for more than 4 hours in a row. But there's also another type of facial mask, which is N100. And what that means is that it can block almost 100% of pathogens from infiltrating the mask. But personally, I don't think that it's necessary to order N100. N95 should be just good for you. And it's also very important that you should wash your hands properly and frequently. And there are 6 steps that you want to take when you wash your hands. So now I'm going to show you what these 6 steps are. First, you want to rinse your hand with water. And then you want to put on some liquid soap. And now the first step is to put your hands facing towards each other and kind of scrub. And the second step is to cross your fingers and scrub. Now the third step is to scrub the outside of both of your hands. And then you want to clean your thumb. And also the other hand. And next, you want to make this shape and kind of do this circle movement and in your hand. I think this is to clean the nails. And finally, you want us to clean these other 4 fingers. So just to turn your hands and scrub the 4 fingers. Okay, and now we have cleaned the hands thoroughly. And you want to take more than 15 seconds in the process of the entire cleaning process. Now we can rinse out the foam. So I am at home, but if you are in a public space, you may want to use paper towel to dry your hands first, and then use the paper towel to turn off the water You don't want to get your bare hand onto the tap again. And another thing that I want to talk about is don't panic. Now, based on the current statistics summary from China, both in and outside of Wuhan, we know that about 60% to 80% of infected cases do not need to be hospitalized. But it does take about 1 or 2 weeks of time to battle the virus. And also, if you take the data from Wuhan, the epicenter, with every 1 death, there are about 13 people that are completely cured. And if you take this data from outside of Wuhan, within China, then you can see that with every 1 death, there are about 88 people that are cured. So this disease has a higher death rate than the normal flu, but the possibility of being cured after that is still pretty high, because your mood can have an effect on how your immune system reacts to the virus infections. So having a good spirit helps to battle a infection. The key is to limit your exposure to possible virus transmissions. So wash your hands frequently and put on face masks if necessary. And of course, you don't want to go to a place with very high population density. And of course, it's not the best time to travel. So push that off for a bit of time. Good luck with everything. If you like the video, give a thumb up. And if you have other tips, please leave a comment. Thanks for watching.